And that's a very poor delivery. Charles Taylor on the right. The fans expect so much from this man. Sani Mohammed. Good play from Kotoko's defense. Emmanuel Sekufo, Dan Quay. Emmanuel Sekufo. An unconvincing clearance from the captain of the side, Henriks. An opportunity for the Phobians. It's still dangerous. And that tackle was off the pitch. Can you imagine that? Between Amerisa and Francis Bosman, off the pitch, and the tackling and the hustling and jostling was still going on. The referee calls the two men for a pep talk. Fabulous refereeing from Gerard Hachem from Tunisia. George Owu. And Hearts stringing their passes beautifully, getting to the penalty box. Makes a hash of it, and the clearance quite late. We played 4 minutes of the second half. The two teams still deadlocked. 0-0 is the scoreline. 1-1 on aggregate. Dankwe masterfully clears the lines. The Kotoko players warming up behind the post, and I'm sure pretty shortly we shall see 1 or 2 substitutions. Are we going to see Sheila Larson, Frank Osei, or Elvis Opoku on the pitch? Is it going to be Edmond Uswansa? And for Hearts, are we going to see Lawrence Ajay or Bloody Morgan? Seemingly, I'm not sure Joan Sainz is going to be on the bench. But a section of the crowd, Asad Mala, Mr. Kotoko is right there. And Kennedy Japan, a director of Kotoko, is there. And despite so it's still very tight. That's a long ball. And Hearts love dealing with those long balls. They've not been very effective on the day. It's a very strong tackle. Again, we see the Minister of Education, Youth and Sports, Honorable Kwajuba Redu, among the dignitaries. And His Excellency, the Vice President, Nalaji Aliu Mama. Gotta get going. Are we going to see a decent cross this time around? And the ball hits the back of the net. Honlua! Wunderbar! in the lead. It's 1-0 at the Kumasi Sports Stadium. And the rapturous response sums up the story from the Sacrum. After 6 minutes of the second half, it's the Porcupine Warriors who have broken the deadlock. And this is how it all started. From the right flank, and I did pose the question whether this was going to be a decent cross. Michael Faswapia with the cross here. And the header and was totally unmarked. Charles the Terror Taylor. So Taylor vindicating all the trust reposed in him, and the joy is understandable from the Terror man. Charles Taylor has given Kotoko a lot to smile about, a lot to talk about, and some complaints going on. Emmanuel Sekufo not too happy with the referee. It's unclear what he's complaining about, but after some 6 minutes of play in the second half, it's Asante Kotoko who are in the lead. It's 2-1 on aggregate after the first leg had ended 1-1, but Suffolk clearly Hearts have the ability to come back.
Well, the second half is just 6 minutes old, as you've rightly indicated. I think that Kumasi Asante Kotoko have fired up this game, and the real fireworks are yet to be seen.
Well, so Charles Taylor has broken the deadlock, and that is a huge tackle. The referee's there to inject some sanity, and I'm just hoping that tempers are not going to fly in the skies. It's Stephen Odro, but Taylor then was totally unmarked. But did very well to get firmly to the back of the net. Godfrey Diabois Pras called cross, not decent enough. Emmanuel Sekufo. And Hearts get going. The ball is played through. This could be dangerous. Hearts of Oak have an opportunity here. Bernard Dunbote. And the tackle was spot on from Amerisa. And what is going on? It's, well, the referee ensuring that the player is adequately protected. And the bench of Kotoko to Tashmir, how is he going to ensure that his goal is well protected? Jones took a few, clearly worry and anxiety written on his face. It's a long throw. And Hearts have their fourth corner kick of the match. Its corner kick is well delivered. The danger is still there, and the opportunity is messed up. It was Donko who popped up from the rear, and that was a typical defender strike, as we normally refer to in football. Could have done better. So the Kotoko players still warm up behind the post. Giorgio was kick. And Hearts have their pride wounded, and they're swarming to attack. They have no options. Kotoko controlling the ball in midfield. Played a 1-2 beautifully here. And Manuel Sekufo, well, wins a free kick, quickly taking. They're in a hurry to get level. Judge Owu. It's unbelievable. We've done only 10 minutes of the second half, so I'm not too sure what Owu is doing. Place in the gallery, the fans are excited, but I'm not too sure whether it's that productive. Michael Fuswapia, and amazingly, another chance for Kotoko. How did he miss that? It was Charles Taylor, the scorer of the first goal. But long drive was simply stupendous from Michael Fuswapia. It was against the crossbar. And Jones Atuku, if you're asking his men to move into attack. Has got going, the attack breaks down, and the game has totally opened up. Hearts in a hurry to get level, and Kotoko trying to catch them on the break. And that surely has opened up the game, and with that the options, Emmanuel Osaikufo. Referee spots an infringement. The referee has handled this game in a very, very professional manner, totally objective, absolutely unbiased. This is the grand finale of the 2004 Confederation Cup. Asante Kotoko lead by 1-0 at the Kumasi Sports Stadium. The first leg in Accra ended 1-1, and there appears to be trouble for Kotoko. One of the players, and I'll soon finish you with a name, in some pain, stretched off the pitch, is Amerisa with a delivery here for Kotoko. Michael Asante cannot get the best of the ball. Kwamriku's throw, and Hearts push Kotoko to the wall with a series of throw-ins. And this time around, the Bobians of a corner kick. Corner kick to Hearts. 15 minutes in the second half is well delivered, and Kotoko survived the attack. The danger still lingering. Godfrey Yeboah, Dan Quay, and Kotoko have an advantage here. Tried to lob the goalkeeper, had seen him off his mark. That was intelligent from Charles Taylor. Amerisa is very, very strong in defense. Michael Osei. Michael. And it's going to be a corner kick. Michael is in some pain. So proceedings will be halted temporarily. Well, the corner kick delivered. Michael Osei off the pitch receiving medical attention. Michael is back on the pitch. Sani Mohammed. Tego has been completely marked in this half. That's a good ball. Michael Osei in possession. Now move to the left flank. Michael. Godfrey with a throw. Hendricks all alone in defense. There's a good ball. Michael Fuswapi on the right side. And gives the ball away. Hart restart the attack from the midfield. And it's Hart. Pacing here, and Owu with a save. The danger not totally cleared, and finally Owu grabs the ball. So Hart beginning to exert the authority, down by a goal, and they're determined to come on level pegging. Stringing their passes beautifully, Hart, and again Owu called into action. And tries to calm the game. Michael Asante wins the aerial battle. The referee gets in the way of the game, of course it's part of the game. The referee asking the free kick to be retaken. Asante Kotoko effect their first substitution as Daniel Yeboah, a defender who is coming on, and Michael Osei comes off. So the intentions of Dieter Schmidt very, very clear here. He leads by a goal at the Kumasi Sports Stadium. And I'm sure he's trying to be protective of the goal. We've done 20 minutes. And whether or not it's too early to get defensive would be debated. So Daniel Yeboah comes on, he's a defender. And off comes Michael Osei. Steeler, the goal scorer, created the first goal in Accra, scored the second in Kumasi. And he loves playing to the gallery, doesn't he? Gets into the 18, lifts the ball, and was late in coming up with the header. Bit of confusion here. You see Chipsa. Chipsa and Sunny in some trouble here, and the referee flashes the yellow card to Sunny Mohammed. Hopefully we shall see the incident again in the slow-mo. But Sunny becomes the second player from the Phobian camp to attract the yellow card. Godfrey Yeboah. Godfrey. Passing confidently. That's another good cross. Kotoko trying to cushion their lead with another goal. Hearts playing gallantly. It's Michael Asante. Well, Michael wins the free kick. That tackle coming in from Prince Dago. It's Joseph Hendricks who finds Michael Asante. Back to Michael Asante. The turn of Swapia. And it's an interesting, he loves the long balls. It's a loose ball for goalkeeper George Owu. And Owu did a similar thing in the first leg in Accra. And I'm not too sure whether he learned from those lessons in the first leg. It's Hearts of Oak injecting some pace in their game. And they build up swiftly. That's a good cross. And calmly, the pass meant for Owu. Taylor loses possession. Oh. So we're seeing some changes. Abdullah Morgan is the man who comes on. And Lawrence Ajay is also coming on. Lawrence Ajay is sporting the 7-inch shirt. And it's interesting, it's Louis Ajiman who has been pulled off by Jones Atukwefio. 2 substitutions in 25 on the 25-minute mark. Lawrence, Ajay, Ablai Morgan all being introduced in the game. Louis Ajiman out. Confirm who has been pulled off. Lawrence Ajay, and the strike here from Amankwa Miracle. It's Lawrence, not the best delivery. He's going to win a free kick. And Kotoko also make their second substitution. It's Franco Say, who is getting ready to come on. We've already seen Daniel Yeboah. So for the Phobians, Louis Ajiman and Bernard Donbote off the pitch, and on comes Lawrence Ajay and Ablai Morgan. The stakes are so high in this game, but it's going to be a free kick. Well, it's interesting. The referee thinks it should be a goal kick. And straight away, Lawrence trying to announce his presence. And Amankwa Miracle getting a bit angry while Franco Say did the wrong thing, trying to obstruct him, and the referee has shown Franco Say the yellow card. He has no right to be that close to the ball, and has attracted the yellow card needlessly, I should say. George Owu. Chase for the ball. Oh, Easter does well. It was Asante rather. Brilliant piece of defensive play. Edmond Ouswansa is also getting ready. So that is an attempt to strengthen the midfield. Will these substitutions work in the final analysis? Only time Hotel. It's 1-1 here. 1-1 situation, and the recovery is swift. Taylor throws in hands in desperation, I'm sure, regarding the lack of support from his colleagues. Michael Ofuswapia is so resilient. George Owu, we've done 31 minutes of the second half, 40 minutes to go. Kotoko, that's for Sani Mohammed. Charles Taylor. Namakwamiku gets the game going again. He is a real Ajatete has put hers back in the game. It's 1-1. Wunderbar! From that corner kick, well delivered by Makwamiku. The Kotoko defense was kept in 6s and 7s. And Ajatete popped from nowhere to plant the ball at the back of the net. It's 1-1. What drama! "35 minutes inside the second half, and the Phobians are on level pegging. It's still close to call. 1-1 was the scoreline at the Accra Sports Stadium, and at the Kumasi Sports Stadium in the second leg, it's 1-1. I'm sure at the end of the day, the two teams might have no options but to play the penalty kicks. Hearts came from behind in the first leg to score, and in the second leg, they've come from behind and have pulled even. Ajatete, the goal scorer, 2-2 on aggregate. Goal kick to Asante Kotoko. We see, well, we cannot see the slow-mo. Well, this is the Phobian goal. Aja was totally unmarked, and he ensured that he hit the ball so fiercely. There was no stoppage, and Hearts are even. It's 1-1 from the Kumasi Sports Stadium. Nothing, absolutely nothing to pick between the two sides. Free kick to Kotoko. Seven minutes to go. Stephen Odro. Sani Mohammed, I'm sure, has made Atigwe very, very proud. Few people sided with the coach when he decided to settle on Sani. At the end of the day, he vindicated the trust reposed in him. And Hearts would love to score in regulation time. Bit of confusion here, and could have win the free kick. Hearts have proved very strong on the day. They never give up the fight. Down by a goal, they had every belief that they could pull it in. It's exactly what they have done. Hearts of Oak, and straight to goalkeeper George Owu. Stephen Odro. And Amankwa has been superb on the day. Played a real captain's game, Amankwa. Hearts growing in confidence. The best of crosses. Godfrey Yeboah finds touch, throwing to Hearts of Oak. 5 minutes to go. It's 1-1. Amankwa. Good ball from Breko, and George Owu ensuring that he never conceded the second goal of the day. Got the advantage here. Henricks, that tackle. The delivery, that was a timely tackle. Corner kick to Kotoko. Wasted. Advantage of a throwing. Franco Say and Dan Quay head to head on that occasion. About 3 minutes to go. And should the scoreline remain the same, the two teams play the penalties. Stephen Odro is still Stephen will lose his possession. One touch too many. Time ticking away. 4 goals produced in the 2 legs. And it's all deadlocked. 1-1 here at the Kumasi Sports Stadium. With a minute or two into regulation time. Justice Yabua showing how more minutes we shall be playing. We shall be playing 3 minutes about a time. Kotoko trying to get great opportunities here. And they are outnumbered by the Phobians. That's for George Owu. Joseph Henricks, Michael Asante, it's going to be a goal kick. 90 minutes of play. We're doing another time. John Zatukwethio made all the difference with his effective substitutions. Never played with names. It's a question of who is effective on the day. And not even his talisman, Louis Achiman, was going to be spared. When he failed to click, he pulled him off. On came Lawrence Ajay Ablademorgan. So we're doing at a time. We have already done a minute of at a time. We're still an injury time. 2 minutes to go. That's a good delivery, and the attack is smoothed. Good header. Well, the referee blasts his whistle to end it all. It's all over at the Kumasi Sports Stadium, and there is nothing to choose between the two sides. After 180 minutes of football, the two teams are still deadlocked. 1-1 in Accra, 1-1 in Kumasi. And it's the Hearts fans who are so excited. The Kotoko fans wondering how and why that goal was cancelled and whether or not those substitutions were effective.
All right, so we are back. It's 1-1. Kotoko with the goal. Remember, it was one of the goals that Charles Taylor scored, and eventually Ajatete, who is here watching the game with us, also made sure that he got the equalizing goal. But interestingly, I got a message, and I think that I need to explain the link. Some people are asking me what's about the link. All right, so let's look at the two goals first, and I'll come back and deal with the link.
Thank you.
All right, so guys, this is the message I got. It says the mystery of the 2004-2005 Confederation CAF final leg, the number 9. Number 1, it says the game was played on the 9th of January 2005.
Thank you.
Charles Taylor scored on the 54th minute, i.e. 9 minutes inside the second half. That was 5 plus 4 is 9.
9. Thank you.
Ajatete scored in the 81st minute, i.e. 9 minutes before the final whistle.
Thank you.
That was 8 plus 1 is 9. Ajatete wore jersey number 9.
Thank you.
9 players apiece played the penalty shootout.
Thank you.
Both captains on the day is Joe Hendricks and Makwamriku. They missed their penalties. They were both wearing number 6
Thank you.
and 10 upside. So this is the goal, basically. So, Chipsa, this the ball cross the line?
No.
Why?
Just watch.
You see where he headed the ball.
You wouldn't call any of those. It's unclear who are going to effect the case. Pretty surely we shall find out. The takers already in the yard, and it's Sani Mohammed who has taken position. It's Kotoko. Issa, and he scores. Kotoko score first. So Ahmed Issa puts Kotoko in the lead in the penalty shootout, and 10 of Jankwe to effect it for Hearts of Oak. And Dan, we've seen him on several occasions effect spot kicks effectively. George Owu is ready for the kick. Dan Quay. And Dan Quay scores beautifully. It's 1-1. Still nothing to choose between the two sides. 1-1 in regulation time. 1-1 in the penalty shootout. 1-1 in the first leg in Accra. A nerve-wracking moment for the players. You do not envy them at all. Is Michael Osei the substitute? Frank Osei rather. Frank to effect it. It's Frank Osei, and he gets close to the ball, and he scores expertly. That was brilliant from Frank Osei. So Kotoko lead 2-1 in the penalty shootout. What a moment for players, and I'm sure most of the fans have been very, very jittery. The midfield general, Emmanuel Osei Kufuor. And the turn of Kufuor to effect it. And he has a cheeky way of doing it. Emmanuel Osekufo. And he scores! It's 2-all. Brilliant kick from Emmanuel. Two in the penalty shootout. Still deadlocked. And it's Edmonds once a youngster. Has he got the temperament and the experience for such an occasion? Edmond, and the kick is saved. The kick is saved by Sani Mohammed. I was just wondering whether the youngster had the temperament and the big heart for such an occasion. 2 years in the season in Asante Kotoko. The youngster from Feyenoord was really doubtful, and somehow Sani has saved his kick and Hearts have an opportunity to get into the lead. Is Francis Bosman. Francis Bosman has an opportunity to get Hearts in the lead. And he's got a big heart. And he scores. It's 3-2 in the penalty shootout. Hearts gradually getting close to the trophy. They are 2 kicks away from glory and from the $300,000. Yusuf Chipsa is next for the cake. If he loses this one, Hearts only have to score one. And he's very close to the ball while he scores. It's incredible, but I thought he was very, very close to the ball for comfort. And Kotoko have scored 3, but they've taken 4 kicks, and Benos Wansa squandering his opportunity. Hearts have scored all the 3 goals. Accra Harrison is the turn of Accra Harrison. Can he score? Oh, beautiful strike from Accra Harrison. They call him the Garmancher. And Hearts have scored all their kicks. Kotoko would need to score this last one. Should they lose, it would be the end of the match. Hearts would have lifted the trophy. Hearts are very close to the trophy. And Dan Quay and his colleagues have already started jubilating. Accra Harrison attracts the yellow card for removing his shirt. It's a FIFA law that I totally frown upon. Asante Kotoko. It's Asante. And Asante scores. So Kotoko have scored 4 out of the 5 kicks. Hearts have scored all 4. This is the final kick for the Phobians. Should they score, Hearts would have lifted the 204 Confederation Cup. This would be the moment of glory for the Phobians. Time to pray. Time to calm the nerves. Who is going to put them into that mood is the skipper. Who else but the inspiration behind Hearts' successes? It's a Mankomriku. And what a fitting moment it will be for the Phobians. And he's saved! It's incredible. And Mankomriku cannot believe that. His kick would have sealed the doom of Kotoko, would have given the glory to Hearts of Oak. Somehow, when it mattered, the skipper floundered. And it's back to square one. And Mankomriku's already started shedding tears. It's not over. Now, straight into the Another setting moment from this stage. Whoever loses the cake is out. Whoever scores, whoever loses, would have been the end of the story. But quite frankly, I thought Amakwamriku was going to lift the trophy for the Phobians with the final kick. It never worked out. And now we're back to square one. It's Godfrey Yeboah with his left foot. Can he score? And he scores! Kotoko have scored 5 out of their 6 kicks. It's the 10 of the Phobians. They need to score to keep going, to stay in contention. If they fail to score, Kotoko would lift the trophy. What a moment for these players. Never want to envy them. And I'm sure that is why many people would want to scrub the penalty shootout. It puts so much responsibility on the shoulders of the players. It's Lawrence Ajay. And Lawrence scores. It's still deadlocked. Incredible head-out. It's amazing. 180 minutes of play, and it was 2-2 in the penalty shootout. After 6 kicks, it's 5-5. It's Daniel Yeboah. These two teams so closely matched up. It's Daniel Yeboah against Sani Mohammed. Can he score? And he scores beautifully. Oh, lovely kick from Daniel. Now it's the turn of Hearts to score and stay in contention, or to fluff it and get out. George Owu is being encouraged by the fans, who is going to keep Hearts in contention. It's a Bloody Morgan. Has he got the weight? It's a Bloody Morgan stand against George Owu. Takes some steps back. And he also scores beautifully. Oh, lovely kick from a Bloody Morgan. And still square. After 7 kicks apiece, the two teams deadlocked on 6 goals in the penalty shootout. It's simply incredible. Who is going to keep Kotoko in contention? The young man, Michael Ofoswapia. Again, very, very young. And I do hope he has the heart for such an occasion. And he scores. Michael is come of age. He's got a heart for such big occasions. 7 kicks scored in 8. And we're still going. Are we going to see another Senegal 92? Lawrence Ajatete. When is this nerve-wracking penalty shootout going to end? Ajatete against George Owu. And he scores! George Owu can save it. It's still deadlocked. And Ajatete whispers something to Sani Mohammed. Oh, he's going to keep Kotoko in contention. We've seen 16 kicks. It's Joseph Hendricks. His colleague, the captain of Hearts, squandered his opportunity. Can he keep Kotoko in play? Joseph Hendricks, and Hendricks' kick is saved. Hendricks' kick is saved. Now, Hearts have an opportunity to lift the trophy again. Hendricks is totally bemused. He must be in a wonderland. And the trophy is so close to Accra. One last kick from the Phobians. Michael Dunko can seal it all for Hearts. If he scores, it will be over. Michael Dunko against George Owu, and Michael Dunko scores. Hearts are the champions of the Confederations Cup. Glorious Hearts have lifted the trophy. Believe it or not, they went to Kumasi, saw it all, and conquered. Glorious Hearts have proved everybody wrong in Kumasi. They are the proud winners of the 2004 Confederations Cup. It was the kick of Michael Dunko that sealed it all. All credit to John Satikwe and his boys. And you cannot begrudge these fans. Absolutely ecstatic, so joyous. Cannot blame them. For moments of the game, they sat on tenterhooks. When Kotoko led from that child's tailor kick, somehow has delved into their inner selves and believed that they could come on level begging. They did so through Lawrence Ajeta after that set piece. And in the penalty shootout, it's Hearts of Oak who have maintained their nerves, who have maintained their composure, and who have shocked the entire Kumasi with their balance and stability. It's all tears and despondency for the followers of Asante Kotoko. Totally sullen. And what jollity and merriment for the followers of Accra Hearts of Oak. Hearts have triumphed on the day that it mattered, and the medical staff are going to have a hectic time. Already some of the fans fainting. I'm not too sure whether out of exhaustion or out of shock. But this is the story coming from the Kumasi Sports Stadium. Accra Hearts of Oak, against all the odds, are going to lift this trophy in your picture, the Confederations Cup. They started the match as the underdogs. They were never overawed. They were undaunted, and they have lifted the trophy. And very soon we shall have the presentation. And the fans, I'm sure, are going to celebrate deep into the night. The chief executive officer of the club, Toby O'Kane, was cocksure that they're going to lift the trophy. And after that, they're going to show the trophy. They'll send the trophy to Manchia and walk all the way from Kumasi to Accra. What a proud moment for the Phobians. They've done it against all the odds. Twice they have to fight from behind. In the second leg, when they were down by a goal, frankly, at a point I thought.
Chipsa, a true penalty shootout, you know. At then, I see now Kotoko players in better ball.
Yeah, Graham. Apart from first five now, your boy, all my can now, your Pubiacho.
As a wolf, you know, wolf.
Yes, it will be no, you know, be my uncle. CID, a panichawa answer, or no, sorry, Coboy share. Odru, your panichawa, or in the boot, was you, was there.
Wow. Wow.
And I joined the Coboy.
Anyway, so that's the jubilant Atukwefiu, the late Sir Cecil Jones Atukwefiu was the coach of Accra Hearts of Oak. But they, at this moment, any Jinkwa, oh, fans of Kumasi say, and you, I had no nice any Jinkwa.
I'm partner in Jinkwa because we should get here on carry Papa with sensitive with you. They so recipes. Now, no Nihas. Oberhandle, I think, say 4 or 3 matches beyond Sayedi Cup. Na Kototi, and I know Kita and say, you go Tunisia. Before I bet Yannick Kotoko Beshia, found us in near 2 hours Tunisia. Only Kototi, the Omuni. As you pay for him, dear Papa, we bet to me. I am on Kofanu by on your Muchi Champions League, Asante Confederation. On your small coach, you be American or your coach, dear, meaning here, Juma. In my own career, I'm a ball, I'm born always new and gym. Nice. Better. Near Casami Collis, Namua, so for captain, and that the 2 and I'm Mukaundina. The 20 Cup, Minaya, and Indian boy, I could do Kumasi, I in Yakrana, Kumasi Padia, Ushe, and Indiana, Sunko, Accra Metan said, Yapas and Mamu,
Just, dear course, so go out share, yes, I've seen you dinner after the match, you know, I've been there in Nana Koso Adrian.
Nothing cause born and air boy.
Just because I now with a chum. I saw
really why because of a game, the moon.
But maybe I know room because if you have to come up Kumasi, I have a share of the Waji Cup. Yeah, if you say Calvus Waji Cup, no, not cup, would that cherry be?
Oh,
just Casa.
So I'm really.
Oh, Mamma, I want to make us up.
Chips a Casa come on.
Man,
why my dinner route? I didn't. It's now. I'm going to come so intimately. You went to celebrate. Oh,
it's not a penalty.
Just make us away. So, would you meet them on the where's our night? Why not? I chips are catching. Just I confuse you. Who's the child? So crowd and want to Graham, seriously, miracle. Who's your friend now?
Will be Graham, Ninquan, and I'm chase.
See, I'm about Shafts casting me or see.
And I say, because I know creating audio also a year and a bit of Ocon. We'll be not quite, but it won't be a year now. But
the main question is at that moment now, as a commentary also, oh, just still a fee and cow walk or hats and cow.
Oh, sir, and yet, my first, and your first time I want to cap with maybe I mean, some back of the Yaji Cup.
Continental Cabo.
I really selling a cup.
But was a cab, cup.
Oh, and so because cup and a Saudi and maybe Papa no. And maybe Champions League and you.
Oh, okay. Send something about Panadiana.
Maybe I don't
say anything. It's all part say, on to part say, no, or Tokodia. Near young Champions League. Which would say win there or Jikrama Kotoko M1.
And what is it?
Yeah.
Certain or can say Champions League no year chair.
Or patches a cap, and I'm sure. Cassia Cramage and Okrombo and Yemen.
Well, at this stage, I would say that the officials were going through the medal process to pick the medals, the referee, the assistants.
Medal, what do you? What do you?
Yeah, I'm always with Wow, Graham. Also, yeah, confusion here. Confusion here. The cover link here. And the link code. Also, seriously.
Opposite link.
Maybe I'm casting Kotoko players, you know. Drove some of the Jomo medals, silver medal, and can someone, you know, so runners up medal no more Jacob. If you're the chancellor, so the way on the chair.
Is it not last?
Yeah, she last.
You see their bench. Look at their bench. Look at their bench.
Now they're difficult now.
Yeah, they're difficult.
Now, okay,
very difficult.
One Obano. I'm punning him. Sure. Louis Quinn.
Yeah, Louis Quinn.
No, Elvis Opoko.
Graham, na on the promise be o promise na ma it is an tie no. Promise be a ye di mom no. Na ma le tie no.
Ti so yi me da no.
O so hu say me sabela do kwa no.
President kwa na otimi chia no.
But Graham, this way say hu ya. Meda way omoji ya hu.
Aja o se.
Omo fuana enye bo omo na ko bobo na omo amutumi am.
Mo na ma ko ejuma na.
Na omo bobo
ulusu eya umuna.
Debi omo ulusu on the better side.
Look the better side. I say enye
They lost the better side.
Exactly.
Until the balls are rotted, that's our motto.
Sami Agbola.
Never say that. Ain't share.
Chastela.
Ain't tiwenim. Enye wo bi no enye
I say or no tiwenim ba ji on the medal chair.
Debi say any value. More than value.
Now they have value.
that's gold.
Of Uncle Bang is up for
But you see, Graham, it pains me say coach ni be GB.
Alright.
Boni coach ni me ya pa.
They end on his OGB.
Na obi a ma lose cap there. Chiefs are getting a can you. Enyam na me can you.
O si change omo ye changes ni.
No, yeah, but we lost the game from the bench.
Exactly. And any confusion.
Time I changes no, now you hear changes.
So Chiefs are confusion no. Any link the code. There's a link behind code.
I don't be about this on the link in a cell link by your Sunday and say Wajika.
Graham.
Because media cap.
Thank you.
Yeah, you cap. You pop big crowd.
And I'm wearing your shoe, no.
Why they got you? Why they got you? Say yeah, go so did
she grana minya 20 cedi, I mean 20 cedi. I will say that $10,000.
NFA.
You know, Danny, you say Kababa was shadow.
Why die? Nicotela. Say sao kitadano kwa tila be premium mama.
Ya tabola susa. And yes, Sisiana.
There's no support panel onya dan keshira.
Na everyone found or the dear chief sada and net. Met me akoda.
Okay.
Omo mo am the dom with pure beer that met me akoda. You be an.
And apart from that, you say if you know when you are now, almost 2 weeks, almost if you be out of the future, out of the future. On pay back. On
Moji gold medal.
Good one.
Who deserve it? I deserve it. So you say good. And all the call is that.
Hey, it's show.
Listen to it.
I just
One kiss a cup.
No. Nano. 2,000. One to me.
5,000. 5,000.
No, 2,000. We want to me a Kobe. It's also not Saturday. It's all cup where. I James.
December.
Boss man, says I wish I could use a queer. You know, that for me. Yeah. So far, check.
Graham still a link, you know. One be a book to
Your papa will be only.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Say for woman.
Yeah,
Yes. Only team manager.
Oh, okay.
Or
And I said,
no, room.
In Japan.
and this is your hint.
Who's a missing near you? My friend,
But yes,
pass our respect.
this year.
I quit in Stiziano or ye Woolong.
Okay.
This didn't
I need you, but please let's concentrate on this place.
Oh, yeah, match is that 51.
They're not concentration. One they go to high. Correct. Please focus. Everybody focus. The Gypsy, I like your focus. Yes. Hurry here, pa.
Very true.
Gypsy, focus now.
But Graham, you see, seriously, after the match, make sure Minianum Chiefs are nature still. I don't know. It's like my heart saddened because
just say sorry to them.
We say it's like still I know, and then passion because now Chiefs are catching say a cat or catcher say we shall promise on before the more oh, but you see the thing is it's not about promise.
It's about what?
It's about destiny.
Destiny. So exactly. I said you were destined to win. He said it.
Debbie, what can say about free nimu? What can say?
No.
Just by mouth, but in free nimu.
What kind of credit? Or say you guys were destined to win the cup because social ball of boy.
And I'm really sad how much I still because also me should not dream one. Also I saw I did because man come and call. Oh, so I just want dream.
My son regrets I move no.
Baby, now what not dream to see ah. But not dream to see ah.
But yeah. The fact said, the fact said you still can't play.
Graham, Chiefs are after all this.
My Chiefs are making a point.
We still don't regret nothing.
You don't regret?
No. But I mean,
how can you say this?
We don't regret playing for Asante Kotoko.
Yeah. Oh no.
I mean,
that one.
Sad said we lost this cup, but we are always proud.
For 1 week now.